trendsetter.
Good morning, good morning. How are we doing? 31st today, last day. So, let's have a look what we have. We have pushed overnight, and I need to find out why have we pushed overnight. We had a big push last night. And I see why did this big push happen? Because GJ broke out last night. Nice. We broke out during London. Very messy London Open type move here. We came, pulled back to the bottom of the range, rejected, then kind of started breaking up here. Ended up at this 4-hour resistance, rejected it, then opened no bottom wick, rejected, came back down, retested the London session. And then New York, we gave a push, we retraced half of the New York move, and then like 2 a.m. my time, 2:30 my time, we just started pushing up. Daily opened, started pushing up. So I want to go find out what happened there. And then, yeah, let's see if any flash news. We see if we have any flash news that caused that move. Let's have a look. News. I don't think it's any news, but today, anyways, we don't have any news for London session here, so no news for London session. Any flash news? China. Yeah, so maybe China news. Yellen will do something. No, there's nothing really I'm too interested with. Japan. I expect Bank of Japan to enforce monetary policy strong from financial juice. This is probably what did it. And that's from financial juice, and I have financial juice. Verify I'm human. Yes, I am human. Alright, so Japanese large-scale retail sales, Japanese output. Yeah, so we had some Japanese news. It looks like CPI news, unemployment rate, and 2.6, forecast was 2.4, so came out higher than expected. Makes sense. Yen got weaker, and GBP pushed up, and now we're retracing the news. So that's sorted. We know why that happened now, and now we can get to the analysis. So we start off on the daily time frame. Daily is closing. Now this is a big closure here, closing above this resistance here, trying to push up. Our target's going to be this wick first, and then we'll see if we break the wick, we get continuation. But we have a breakout here. We tried all year to break out of this zone, but we keep failing at this support zone right here, which is this 164.365, which is this daily support. We keep failing at that daily support, which I have this, I marked it as daily resistance. I should mark it as /S support /S. And MJ is major, right? MJ stands for major. This has been our zone, so we need to hold above that. Apart from that, going down to the 4-hour time frame, we have a resistance here. We have this breakout, which caused a resistance, and our most recent 4-hour resistance is up here. So although one 4-hour candle is closing bearish here, this doesn't tell me that sells make sense, especially after such a heavy bullish daily candle close. I'm essentially looking for this to potentially create some sort of support to continue back up to retest the highs, as long as we remain above this kind of zone here. And that's what I'm kind of populating at the moment. Even if we pull back down into this zone, retest it, and still continue up, I don't think sells make sense just yet. Just like yesterday, how sells didn't make sense, it's kind of the same thing today. Sells don't really make sense at the moment. Now I just need to populate how am I going to take buys from this zone here. 30-minute time frame has this small resistance here. You know, that looks quite good above that. 1 hour is obviously trying to create a support now, so we need at least a 1 hour support. 15-minute, we have this area here. How big is that range? 13 pip range, not the best range here, but still something, a potential here. So I think I need to see for buys. Yeah, it's quite a tough spot, to be honest. So quite a small range. If we close above 12-13 pips, yeah, potentially above here I can also get easier buys here, but I want to see how this 30-minute close, and I could potentially look for buys on that closure to see if I can take price up. But that's for GJ. I'm basically bullish on GJ today. Quite simple analysis, but tough spot to be able just to off the rip take a trade. We need some more information. No bottom wick on this candle as well. So let's have a look at gold. Gold is also a nice interesting daily closure here. Daily is closing bullish here quite nicely, and yeah, if we start breaking the daily high, I don't see why we don't start reaching this daily resistance up here. And yeah, it looks pretty good, to be honest. 4 hour on the other hand, adjust all my lines. That's not looking too good. We need a 4 hour closing above here and to respect these kind of zones. So let me move this up to here. So it's kind of consolidating now on gold, which is not the best. I'll be very careful selling. I wouldn't recommend selling below here. There's a high chance you'll get a fake out back into the range. If you are going to sell, wait for price to give you a target first and show you that it creates resistance. Then you can start to take sells towards the downside, but that's counter trend. For me, gold is bullish today. I expect gold to continue further up, potentially with supports formed from the bottom of the range. Something, if you get something like this over here, it's not a bad idea possibly to test the top of the range, right? But yeah, ideally we want to break out of here, create support, and continue up. That's the best option. See, yeah, pretty clean all the way up to 1986 here, so not bad, right? And that's basically what I'm populating here. Quite simple analysis. And yeah, let me know if you guys agree, disagree, what you guys think. Thoughts on Gbpjpy? Good morning. Damn, didn't get any notification today. Yeah, you have to turn on the bell. Make sure that bell is turned on, man. Make sure the bell is turned on. If you guys enjoyed that analysis, leave a like. I always appreciate that. Shows me that you like the stream, and yeah, I appreciate a like. We get up to 15 likes or something. At least half of you can like. Would be appreciated. And yeah, morning. Sometimes YouTube glitches. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. It always glitches. I always get no one gets my content, man. No one gets my content. Thoughts on Gbpjpy? We covered the thoughts on Gbpjpy, looking essentially for buys. That's the primary bias here on GJ is buys. I'm not writing the plan anymore because last time I wrote the plan, everyone left. That's not the goal, right? The goal is we trade together, we analyze together, not just come, take a plan and leave. But what I will write is I will write the bias here. So we'll write like a kind of like bias. We'll write plan. Bias buys. Supports to print. So that's the main idea, right? I'm not going to write exactly where we're looking for because that I'll tell you guys what we're looking for. But we need that to populate on the charts first. I just wrote that. I'm sure you read it. Request for US 30. Yeah, why not? Let's have a look. US 30 today. What is US 30 doing? Still at that 4-hour resistance, it seems. We tried to close above, but failed to break above these highs properly here. Yeah, this is becoming quite a tough zone. What did the daily obviously close bullish here? That's a nice daily close. I expect this probably... Yeah, I wouldn't be looking for sells, that's for sure. If this breakout hard, it breaks out. You have to remember that today is the last... Today's the last day of the month and also the quarter. So there's a lot of big institutions and firms that are consolidating some positions and not looking to add many positions. They'll probably add positions going into next week when we start the new quarter. And yeah, they're just rebalancing their portfolios at the moment. So you guys have to keep in mind that there's a lot of rebalancing going on. So we might not see normal movements for today, right? Especially it's Friday, also the weekend, so they're probably they're not looking to add many positions today. So you might see a sell-off down here, but I really do think that the primary bias on US 30 is buys, and you should be looking for any form of support formed in here, something like this, a nice support form to take price back up. Only problem is we've tapped target, so you probably want to wait for this to set up during New York session or deeper pullback or something. That would be more ideal, right? Can you explain your current support and resistance in GJ? Yeah, for sure. So if we start on the daily time frame, right? If you notice this support back here, all right, this support back here is what we want to remain above here. We got the daily close above that support back there, right? So that's the basically daily. When we go to 4-hour, it's very simple. We have this 4-hour zone, which is the same. We have this old 1-hour / 4-hour support resistance area. Then the most recent 4-hour resistance, then that previous 4-hour resistance, and that's that. Simple as that. And that's how our zones are populated here, and that's how it's yeah, that's how it's being populated. I have sells on 1.2. Let's have a look at your sells if I agree with it. Daily candles bullish, but at the top of the range. Okay. 4-hour candles are closing bearish. Yeah, you need to be very, very careful at this daily flip zone, but your entry is 1.2976. 1.2976. 976 up here. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. You're definitely fine on this bearish closure here. This way you want to be taking profits though. It's not a bad idea to take profits. Until we break this low here, there's no more downside continuation. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this push back up to here before doing any more downside if it is going to continue down. You know, this is more of a counter trend option you took, but yeah, your trade is fine for now. Have a look at EJ. Yeah, I can have a look at EJ. Morning. Let's have a look at EJ, Euro, Japanese yen. What did you say? 15 closed above the last resistance. Yeah, that's not really a good confidence-inducing close here, right? No bottom wick, close with this long top wick already testing this resistance. This makes me believe this is more of a rejection than a strong closure, right? So at this point here, I don't really trust this. Even though it can happen, you can get the wick fill and continue. It's just not the best type of closure here. And if we check, the 1 hour hasn't even formed support. Still 8 minutes for the 1 hour to close here. So you don't even have a 1 hour candle confirmed support. Although it's very likely it's going to close bullish, it's not confirmed. 30 minute, also no bottom wick. And remember what we spoke about bottom wicks at any time. This could flip in 8 minutes. 8 minutes is enough time for this candle to reject this zone, flip and make a bottom wick. But yeah, it looks very similar to GJ, just slightly different here. And I think it will be best to wait for either this candle to close maybe above this zone here, right? Or for the next candle to respect this zone, and then you can take it back up to here. But, you know, if you measure this range, I don't even think it's a very big range. Yeah, it's 6 pips, you know, so it's better probably just to wait for more confirmation and for, yeah, something like that. All good, brother, all good. Hope you're well. Yeah, so for GJ here, like, I do like this idea of closing the 30 minute above here, taking buys at the break of the high to test into here. The only thing that's putting me off is this type of resistance, because it's not very small, it's a little bit bigger, this. And I just don't want to be stuck in a position where I buy the highs here and it rejects this, and now I'm end up back all the way down here, and then London creates support, and then I'm taking buys again, but I got stopped out because of this move we got, you know. So I've seen this so many times on the chart. Pre-London pushes up here, we reject, we create support in London, and London gives a nice move like this, right? And that's what I would prefer to see. Morning, morning. Just close a sell on US 30. Maybe I should have held. You can't complain. You don't go broke taking profits, man. You don't go broke taking profits. Especially if it hit one of your targets. There's nothing you can do. Be happy that you ended up in a profitable position. Most people lose in these markets. So if you're in a profitable position, it's good, right? And understand most people lose. So you can't complain about that. We always wish we could have held. If we held every single trade that went crazy, we'd be very, very, very rich people. It's not the reality, right? Reality is that we don't get the opportunity always to hold every single trade to our maximum potential. It's just not possible. What's Bitcoin doing? Still stuck in that daily range, huh? Still stuck in the daily range. Nothing closed above yet. 4 hours. Well, tried, but never broke the high here. Respected the high. Yeah, I told you closing above these wicks is what's going to be important. That's what Bitcoin loves to do, close above wicks. Now, there's maybe counter trend options from here to test the bottom of the range. Some sort of change of character, like you were saying, makes sense. Like it. What's your guys' plans for the weekend? Weekend tomorrow? Plans are to chill, relax. You're already in a short, almost first TP. Yes, sir. Nice work, nice work, nice work. I like it. I'll just give you some more liquidity so that your move plays out. There you go, that's for you. Chilling in the weekend. Yes, likely the same. Working in the weekend. Working in the weekend as well. I'm on my 5th month of trading, so more studying the markets over the weekend for me. Very, very good. You should be back testing on the weekend. That's the best thing I would recommend for you. Once you have a clear, it's pretty easy to learn a strategy and a form, but you need to practice that, right? Don't go learn all different new concepts. There's only so many concepts you can learn. Spend more time back testing and practicing it, right? What's my idea on EuroCAD? Do I have EuroCAD on my list here? If I have EuroCAD, I'll look at it. If I don't have EuroCAD, then I won't look at it. And I don't have EuroCAD. I have USD-CAD. But since I'm a very nice YouTuber, I will look at EuroCAD for you. Daily time frame is closing bullish here. Very, very good. What's the weekly doing? Because I haven't looked at this. Weekly is bullish. Monthly, what is monthly? Monthly is trying to break out. Tap this monthly resistance. Weekly, yep. Okay. Well, it looks like it wants to kind of break down, but many people are going to miss this support right here. This support right here is what's going to stop price from going down, because the last previous daily candle closed bullish. So if we continue respecting that support and start breaking above 47626, you probably see this continue up here. Yeah, so as long as we respect this support, if you're going to sell this, try sell this, you probably need to wait to get out of this zone that's been keeps rejecting here. So probably you need like a target to form and then sell to that target. So something down here, pull back, then continue your taking sells and something like that. I think that will be your best option here for that pair. Thank you very much. Very, very simple. Your stream became one of my favorite trading fuel every day. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad it did. I'm deleting this plan because the plan doesn't help the views. It really, I've noticed a trend. Every time I post a plan, everyone leaves. So I'm removing it. If you want to hear the plan, you better show up early. Right? When you show up early, you'll hear the plan. Or you just stick around to the stream right now, and when there's a trade that comes up, we'll discuss about it anyways. I'll tell you anyways, right? I'll tell you anyways when there's a trade. And what I'll start doing is after the stream is finished, if the trade hasn't happened yet, I'll type down the plan and post that in the group, in the Discord and Telegram. And that'll be the plan from the stream to see if we can continue the plan after the stream. Time for AU. It's the special, your favorite pair. Okay, today you tell me what you're looking at on AU and then I'll tell you if I agree. Tell me what you're looking at on AU and I'll tell you if I agree. Just write a brief summary. Brief summary and I'll tell you if I agree. Yeah, I've done my analysis. Now it's your turn. Your turn to tell me some. Okay, we have 1 hour close here. Created a support, but quite a weak support, and we're still inside of this range here. Looking for sell because there's a strong resistance and price has made a huge wick in the daily already. So you're selling bias. I can understand that. The problem is, where are you going to sell? So fine, daily is closing bullish here, but we're at this resistance, so a very tough spot to trade. 4 hours also created resistance, but we haven't broke the low. So until you break this low here, that's only when you can start selling, is when you break this low. So inside here, I won't even question taking buys here. It's too messy. But sells as a counter trend from the top of the range can make sense, but you can't sell till you break this low. So when we start going on the lower time frames, you notice that, okay, fine, we have this support here. So you probably either want to wait to get below this support, which is going to give you much better options here. That's the difference in the analysis. So I understood your idea, but I modified it a bit, made it better. All good, brother, all good. You still remember the stream where someone quoted, whenever you think you found the key, they change the lock. The guy who just messaged right above that message you sent is the guy who wrote that. Yes. That was funny. Whenever you think you found the key to the market, they change the lock. Yeah, I'll put that behind me here. On the wall where that picture is. I wanna change that picture behind me. And I'll change it to that. I'll change that picture to whenever you think you found the key to the market, they change the locks. But luckily, I'm a locksmith. Poster time. Yeah, I'm thinking to change this picture behind me. What do you guys think of this picture behind me? You think I should put something? Think I should put like, I don't know, some sort of lights or some sort of logo? Or do you guys like the picture? Also, today I am going to film a video for Sunday, which I'll post on Sunday. I need to film it. And it's going to be rejection wicks versus wick fills. How to identify a rejection wick versus a wick fill. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you have that bell turned on. I only post a video once every week or once every 2 weeks. So you're not going to get spammed. Don't worry about that. You can put those RGB strips things on the wall. Could look sick for the background. Yeah, I was thinking about that. But the problem, I stream during the day here. So it's too bright. Like I have RGB in my PC right here. You can't even see it. And I'm looking at the camera here on YouTube. You can't even see the lights inside of my computer. I mean, if I close this, it still doesn't even make a big difference. Like, look at, that's the difference. You know, it's not even a big difference. So I don't think the lights will show. I've traded 3 trades, lost on my prop firm account, so what can I do? I'm scared. Well, you wouldn't be scared if you had a strategy that you know that works. And it's a common mistake I see. You know, you come in and you think prop firm is going to be easy. Just to trade normally without conditions has a very high failure rate. So the minute you add conditions to your trading, you can expect the failure rate to be even higher. And that's how the business model of these prop firms work, is that they expect more people to fail than to pass, and that's how they make money. So what you need to do is you need to find a strategy that you can trust. And don't worry about the losses, because if a strategy that you know works, those losses will become irrelevant if you just keep following your plan. Right? Because your plan should work more often than it doesn't. And sometimes you go through a bad patch and maybe you're pressured because it's a challenge and you need to pass the challenge and it's making you take bad decisions. And if that's the case, and if you're making bad decisions in your challenge because of the pressure, then you have to train yourself to become more confident in trading before taking another challenge, right? So I think you have to do a bit more work before you're ready to take a challenge and pass it easily. You could get blind for the yeah, I would yeah, exactly. I could get the blinds, but I think a lot of people these days sit in a lot of darkness, and sunlight is very good for the health actually. And everyone should be exposing themselves to at least 5 minutes of sun a day. It's very very important for health, very very important for sleep. It's a very very important tool that I think is underutilized these days. Everyone's inside. Everyone likes things that are darker colored, and I think it makes you a much better and positive person if you have something a little bit brighter. Sun, let the sun come in. So that's why I don't want to just darken my room and make it like that. I rather sit here in the sun. It's have sun come through. It's I don't know. I feel it's better. We do not have enough sun in Dubai. Yeah, maybe a break from it could be okay. But yeah, maybe for the stream I could set it up like that, but I'll think about it. Because then I'll have to re-modify my whole room. Which is okay, I'll do it, but depends if it's worth it. In the UK at the moment, it is cloudy. Yeah, UK is cloudy. So you guys really enjoy the sun when it does come. Could have won 3 scalp during Asian, but it was against the trend. Watching the move and I expected adds more confidence. Yeah, don't worry too much about counter trend because quick scalps are great, but when you lose 3 times in a quick scalp, you're really it's gonna suck, right? It's really gonna suck. And yeah, I wish it could be colder for longer in Dubai. Yeah, I like the temperature 25. It's much nicer like that. Summer is pretty harsh, gets very very hot. Truly amazing guy. Appreciate you, man. It's thundering here. Yeah, I like thunder, man. Thunder is cool. It's a long time since I've seen lightning. Over a year since I've seen lightning. The last time I heard thunder was actually on stream, if you guys remember that. When we were in a trade, thunder started coming, giving us liquidity for the trade. And then the trade played out and won, so the thunder helped. Alright, so GJ breaking down here. Still, my bias is bias here. I don't see a reason where I can sell to. Even though we're breaking this 4-hour low, which I don't like the most here. But I'm not selling this small, tiny range here of 16 pips. I rather, if I am going to counter trend sell today, I'll let this price properly break down. Probably below 164.247 before I start considering sells here. Back into this range, because at any time we can just pop, respect the top of the range here and continue up. But once we break back into the range, if I am going to counter trend, and that's even if I decide to counter trend trade, then I will probably do it there. That's the best place I think to do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to look to buy, and the deeper this pullbacks, the more targets I get to buy price up, right? I think we're breaking the 1-hour low now, yeah, so that's not looking too good on this 1-hour support. As I said, it's a very weak 1-hour support. We're kind of respecting this key level at the moment at 164.500. You can see there's a small reaction happening. But yeah, let's see how this populates here and then what basically happens. Do I go for holiday in England every year? Not every year. I do have family who lives there, so yeah, I do make a trip down to there. Have you been to the Netherlands? Yes, I have been to the Netherlands, actually. I've been to Amsterdam. I've been just outside Amsterdam. I forgot the name of what it's called just outside Amsterdam. You live alone in Dubai? No, I have family here in Dubai. Have you ever... Did I like it? Yeah, I did like it. It's very, very interesting. It's like a European... Netherlands, yeah. Netherlands is nice. It's just like... It's just like a European country. A little bit different. I didn't get to meet enough Netherlands people from the Netherlands. But I had a friend who was from the Netherlands, so... It's nice, though. It's nice. He was... Yeah, maybe that's why I don't remember. What do I look for in trades? I look for good setups and take good setups. No, I look at specifics based on my analysis for the day. If you show up to the stream, you'll understand what we basically do here. But if you want to understand more in depth, you can always visit my YouTube channel. And I have a full Forex course here. Let's pull that up. Yeah, I have a full Forex course, so I'll let that load. And in the meantime, someone wants to see Euro USD. So Euro USD, daily time frame. Yeah, that's bullish still. 4-hour time frame. Breaking down below the low here. Yeah, I think sells on Euro USD. The only problem is this support here. So if this pulls back and respects this zone and you see a resistance, you can probably take sells to continue this down, counter trend. But primary bias is still buys here, but we're just in this kind of range at the moment, right? So yeah, if you wanna see more about the way that I do trade, like, because you were asking, what do I look for in trades? On my YouTube channel here, you can see that there is this Forex course. That's really good to tell you how to trade. Or if you just want to look at the entries itself, this top 3 price action entries is probably another good one that will probably help you answer your question. So yeah, that'll probably help answer your question. Morning, Harry. Tell us more about the paid. Well, yeah, it's application only. And yeah, you can find all the information on the website. If you earn from this channel, then from trading, I don't think you need to watch then. Watch what? Oh, here. Okay, fine. I have a question. Please don't mind. If you're good at trading and make good money, what's the channel for in earning? I like this question. I think it's a good question. And I think people need to honestly hear the reason why people... When I started trading, there was never a resource for me to go and find valuable information about trading. And to be honest, once you take a trade in the day, like there's many times on stream where I've hopped on stream and you guys have seen me take a trade early in the morning and then the rest of my day is free. So why can't I allocate time to do something to help people in a positive way and also try help the community that are struggling in trading? Because I personally did struggle in trading and the information I found out there was not great. Another way, when I started trading, I wanted to make videos to help me also explain concepts and to be able to explain what I learned, right? The last reason why is because if you make money from trading, yeah, that's great. That is my primary source, right? Is to make money from trading, right? In your trading session. Then why, if you could make money anywhere else, why wouldn't you? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, people are like, oh, if you're a good trader, you should make money. You know, you don't need to do all of these things. It's like, why wouldn't you? If you can make money, why can't you make more money? You know, it's like, and the channel doesn't pay me anything. If you wanted, I could show you guys how much I make from this channel. Like, this live stream makes me $1. I get $1 for this live stream. After all of you guys watch it and everything, I literally get $1 from this live stream. So it really does not make any livable amount of money. And I put so much money into other things to help the community. I build indicators that I pay for. I, get Discord servers made. I include resources. I do this to help because I never had it. And I don't see why not, right? And it comes back to that simple thing. If you could make more money, why not, right? But I don't make the money from the channel. Channel doesn't pay me anything. All good. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I appreciate you guys' support. Always. The plan, please. I stopped posting the plan because people take the plan and leave. So now we just discuss the plan, right? And the plan is discussed in the morning when the stream start. I discuss the plan and tell you what I'm looking for, right? I appreciate you guys showing up. Always appreciate you guys showing up. Plan is I'm still have bullish bias here. I'm looking for buys. My bias on GJ here is a bullish bias, and I'm looking for price to continue up. I'm not interested in selling because of reasons like this. If maybe we start closing above 750, there's an option to take buys above 750. If you're new to the stream, welcome to the stream. Appreciate to have you here. If you're enjoying your time, leave a subscribe and turn on that bell so you know that when we go live and you can show up to the next one. Hate to shill this YouTube stuff, but has to be done. Otherwise, nothing happens. No one benefits from this. I've been trying to get this stream to 100 viewers. And yeah, I'm problem solving to do that. And the only way to do that is to talk about those things. I used to trade support and resistance, but now order block because support and resistance not great bank traps. Yeah, I don't think banks are trying to trap you, brother. They don't really care about your account. They don't know who you are. They don't know your name. They don't know where you live. The banks don't care about you. As a retail trader, you have to just focus on taking the middle of the move, being in and of the market and out of the market in the most efficient and profitable way possible. And in order to do that, you need to have a skill or a strategy that involves the least amount of variables. Therefore, you have less things that can go wrong, and therefore you can succeed in this game. Very, very simple. I'm not selling GJ, especially on this current zone. I agree. Yeah, selling GJ right now is not a good idea. I think buys is still the primary option here. We are grateful for all the content. I've only found you 2 weeks ago and learned a lot. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you have learned a lot. That's the goal. As retail traders, we're picking up the crumbs from the big institutions. In reality, most retail traders lose. You know, so just the idea to be making money is the positive mindset to have. Because in reality, most people are losing in this market. And I think that's the people's mindset is they just keep losing. And they think that they're getting better at trading, but they just keep losing. So if the majority lose, you just have to find a way just to make whatever you can, you know, and not care. Like, that's a huge step. Because if the majority are losing and you're not, you're already way ahead of the curve. Way ahead. You guys want to see something funny? Everyone who follows this channel, check this out. Watch this. Just to show you why so many people lose in the market, let that load and I'll show you. Check this out. Right, let's go to GJ. Gbpjpy. 83% of people on Gbpjpy, 9,000 positions, right? 9,000 positions here are short. From an average price of 161, 162 roughly. Right, based on my FX book. 83% of people are trying to sell GJ. Why would you try sell GJ when we have heavy daily candles closing bullish? And they sold from 162. So 162 is right here where my mouse is. This is 162. This is the best point to buy. This is when we got the breakout out of the range. Clean candles here to the left. You could have just pressed buy on that 4-hour candle and reach up to here. Like, that is why most people are losing. Like, why? I don't understand, you know? Like, this is where people's analysis, they're trying to be ahead of the market. They're trying to beat the market. Oh, price is breaking up here. This is a liquidity grab. It's going to continue down. And this is what the banks are doing. The banks are trying to trap the retail traders, blah, 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 blah. But today we're trading at 164, 600. So all of your trap, now you're the one who's trapped. Anyway, that's my rant. Don't mean to offend anyone, but just want to show you guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes. 1 minute. 30 seconds. 1 sec. Oh no. Spilt all water everywhere. All the liquidity to the market. Just got in. Can I sell? You see what I'm saying, guys? If you rewind the stream a little bit, you'll see exactly why you don't want to be selling. I don't think it's a good idea to sell. You can sell if you want to, but I don't think it's a great idea to sell at the moment, GJ. It doesn't make sense based on where we are on a higher time frame. If you want to try a risky sell, yeah, that's your choice, but that's not the way I trade. But if it's in your plan, please go ahead. I have no issues, and I will understand why you took a sell. We're breaking down here. It makes sense, but not the way I trade. I think you're going to have a lot of issues and potential rejection in this zone here. If you're going to sell today, I'd rather you wait for below 164, 250. That's really interesting. Traders trying to predict tops and bottoms. I've learned from watching that you have to trade what you see. Exactly. Never want to predict tops and bottoms. It's career-ending moves, right? It's career-ending moves to predict tops and bottoms. You're not smarter than the market. It's just reality. We are never smarter than the market. Too much liquidity. We are never smarter than the market. Then I will wait. I will follow your footsteps. Yeah, I think you don't have to follow my footsteps. You can just take the information and use it as you wish. And but yeah, I think that will keep you safe long term. Because if it keeps me safe long term, hopefully it can keep you safe long term. I'm here to get the plan and then I'm out of here. Well, that you're not going to get anymore. If you want the plan, you need to listen. Can your YouTube course sharpen your strategy? Just based on my YouTube, I've had people who've become completely profitable. It is definitely, yes, I definitely think that it can smarten your strategy way more. I think just all of the videos on this channel can really help sharpen your strategy. And if you guys would like to watch some entertaining videos, I would appreciate, and I think you guys would enjoy watching what a real day in the life of a Forex trader looks like. Go have a look at that. 52 of you. That means we can get this to 800 views. How will Forex market be affected with what's happening in the world right now, with what's happening between BRICS and America? Yeah, it's a tough question, that, man. That's a very, very, very tough question. And to be honest, we can't predict exactly what's gonna happen. But if things really do get bad, then I think we'll have bigger things to worry about than just the Forex markets, right? We'll be worrying about securing food, securing our own money, and stuff like that. You know? Make them longer day in the life. You guys don't want longer videos. Gold analysis. We had a look at gold. You know, this is what I said. You want to be buying from the... Actually, I drew this. I said if this happened, I drew this exact thing. You can rewind to the beginning of the stream. I said if this thing happens here, you can look for buys. So this would have been the buys here to tap the top of the range. Now what you're waiting for is for price to break out of the range, pull back, show you that it's respecting, and then you can take more buys. But I'm bullish on gold today, looking for upside. But yeah, that BRICS in America is definitely a big issue. It's happened in the past, right? It's happened in the past in Iraq. Same thing happened with the euro. Now it's happening with the dollar and the yen. Not the yen, the yuan. So hopefully they can remain in peace and come to some form of agreement so that we don't... but definitely there'll be a lot of volatility in the Forex markets prior to that. And I think, yeah, that'll bring a lot of opportunity. We just have to take it day by day. And this is what I always tell people when we see these type of events come into the market. You can't rush anything. You can't predict way down the line. You have to look at what information you have in front of you and take the best decisions to win. Can you please break down GJ? We broke a very in-depth analysis down on GJ in the beginning of the stream. If you're interested in GJ breakdowns, either you can rewind for 2-3 minutes to the beginning of the stream, or you can show up to the stream earlier if you are interested in watching my live streams. Up everyone, welcome back, Mr. Tom. How much time do you experience a losing streak in your trading, and how have you overcome it psychologically? Because it's painful in terms of self-doubting, lower self-doubt. I like this question. Very, very good question here. And yeah, the reality in trading is that sometimes good, sometimes maybe shit, you know. And at the end of the day, really, you don't know when your highs are gonna come, and you don't know when your lowest lows are gonna come. And you have to take it day by day. And when the lows do come, you have to just realize that if something was working before, there's no reason it should work in the future, right? And when it comes to trading these markets, you are going to have times of downswings. And although you see online traders that constantly are winning, that's a very, very few percentage. And especially if you're someone in the learning, you know, they've been trading for 5 years plus. After 5 years plus, you know, they will take massive losses eventually. They even though their wins are constant small wins, if you notice, their losses are going to be big losses. So it's either someone... So this is what you guys need to understand in the Forex markets and just general trading in general. When you trade, you realize that either people are going to take smaller losses but more often and also more wins, or they're going to take more wins, but when they take a loss, it's going to be a big loss, way bigger than their average win. But at the end of the day, they win more than lose. So when you go through a losing streak, that's why I have a rule of don't take more than 2 losses in a day. all you have to do is look back and just say, okay, what has changed in my trading, right? What has been different? Has the market conditions changed? And you just have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward, and you'll get through it, right? Because if it's worked before, it'll work in the future, right? The best thing is just to keep consistent, right? Those are the times that break people, but the ones who stick through it makes you, right? My wife's brother name is Harry. It's cool. What time do you start streaming and how frequently? We stream all week, starting from 9:30 a.m. Dubai time. So I don't know what time that is for you in your country. So 9:30 a.m. Dubai time, we are streaming. What's the time difference between UAE and South Africa? What time does your live stream? I don't know what my live stream started an hour ago, right? My live stream started an hour ago. What's the perfect time frame to mark support and resistance zone? More likely to hold all time frames, starting from weekly all the way down to the 1 hour, even 15. Right? I highly recommend you watch my full Forex course. It shows you exactly how to mark that up. An awesome YouTuber whose channel name is Tradesharpe. His name is also Harry. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe we should check him out. Maybe he has some good content. I did not exit my GJ scalp. Could have won 1 to 1 RR now. Not sure where you entered. Hey man, how are you? All good, brother, all good. Alright, so we're trying to break up here. So this is nice to see. It's very nice. But I need a closure. I need a closure. Well, I can't even. Have you? Wow. I don't understand that question. 0. Big 0, do not understand that question. Everyone in chat, if you can read that question, let me know. But I do not understand that question. So maybe you should rephrase your question. Oh, it's super easy to see the time. All you have to do is say 9:30 a.m. in your country. So if you live in South Africa, you can say, what is 9:30 a.m. Dubai to South Africa time? Just search that in Google. 9:30 a.m. time to South Africa. 9:30 a.m. time to New York. 9:30 a.m. time to London. UAE time. Dubai time, sorry. There's a big push here. Hard to... this candle didn't even close back in the range. I was populating if this was to close back in the range, we could have kind of like this fake out. For the people who know, that's like a setup number 4. But we didn't even get that. Now we're just trying to push back up to the top of the range here. Which makes it tough because we have to basically run stops all the way at the bottom of the range if we're going to take a closure. 28 pips for 14 pips. Disgusting. Setup number 4, yes. Part of my setup book. What are the most priceless lessons you've learned in your trading career? And could you give us help to shift our mindset to self-mastery of becoming a sophisticated trader? Man's giving all the complicated vocabulary today. I like it. Yeah, if I tell you that, I think I'll be talking here for an hour. But self-mastery is a very long journey. You know, it's very difficult to define self-mastery. I would say for me, self-mastery is being able to push yourself maximally in terms of physical and mentally. And you can choose whatever way you want to do that. And I think the priceless lessons I've learned is to stay consistent in this game. Don't compare yourself to others. Others' success does not mean anything to your success, right? And yeah, I think that's a huge mistake people make, is they compare themselves way too much to others and feel like they're lagging behind. What about looking at GJ in the higher time frame so that the left side looks clean traffic? Yep, we check that out. That would be important. In which you sent a... No video mentioned setup number 4. Not everything is shared. Do you in time have when they're out of stocks trading tomorrow with Aban? I'm sorry I don't answer your question, man. I really can't answer that question. It doesn't make any sense. Any sense. Bruh, some of these questions. Yeah, I know, man. Maybe he is asking if you can cut the trade for the weekend. Do you have a time where... Do you have time when there is out of stocks trading tomorrow without one or loss? Yeah, I cut all my trades before the weekend unless I'm holding a swing position. I don't know. No private lessons. I mean, no private groups. I do have a website. You can check out the website. Sorry, my Spanish is not so good. That's English, brother. Oh, man, that's the best. That's the best. Bro, you're copying and pasting the same question. You have to change the question when it doesn't make sense. $164, 614 buy limit SL. Does it make sense, mentor? 164, 614. 614. What are you looking at 614? Oh, here. No, I think if anything that should have been an entry. You should have just taken it. If you're gonna buy from this, I wouldn't. If it's coming back, you've already tapped the top of the range, so it doesn't make sense for it to do it again, because this would have been your target already, right? This is where you would have been targeting. So if it's already come back and tapped your target, there's no real point to try hit it again. The probabilities become less. You might as well trade above here. Okay, I'm gonna write the plan out and then wrap up the stream so you guys have the plan. I will also post this in the group, so be sure to join one of the groups so you have the plan as well. So let me type this out. What am I gonna plan? This sucks. This really sucks. It makes it tough. Wait for 15 close. Right, wait for 15 close. Now you have to look for support to above 750. Right, look for support to hold above 750. 750 for buys. If that doesn't work, right, and we just start pushing, because we need support now. Now this candle is too big. We need support to hold above this this part. Then the next plan we have here is to be able to take buys above 900 or closing. And continuing above 0.900. That's the only next option, but I would prefer this first option, number 1 here, to see support hold above this area here, and then we can take buys. Just this close I don't like because stop loss has to be too big, and this is a big move. So I think that's going to be the plan here. So If we can get this closed, next candle pulls back, closes maybe bearish, and the next candle breaks the high, then that's a nice move. You can put stop somewhere back in the range. Anything closing back in the range, you can just cut your trade. So I think that will be the best option here. And yeah, that's what I'm going to look for. So I'll post this in the group. Yep. Discord link for the group, please. All in the description. Discord link is in the description. You can feel free to join that. Everything is in the description. I appreciate all of you guys showing up today. It's always a pleasure to have you. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider leaving a subscribe and turn on the notification so you do know when I go live and can join for future streams. And yeah, max TP is going to be this 4-hour resistance at 165.216 for me. And yeah, it looks like we're just pushing. We have to wait now. There's nothing we can do. If you remember what's been happening, if we want to remember, it's the end of the month here, end of the quarter also as well. No need to force anything too big. Take solid options. There's no reason why we can't wait for a 5-minute pullback. Just watch what happens for above 900 and we should be able to get something. Yeah, this is pushing like crazy now. I have to change this plan now. I'm gonna say wait for support here. Yeah, so you have to wait for support. You can't buy this. Yeah, you can't buy this huge can. Can I sell now, man? Come on. Come on. Thanks, brother. I've learned so much from you. All good, man. Can you put so I don't have to stay for the whole stream? We talk about, no, the plan is always discussed in the beginning of the stream. The plan is always discussed in the beginning of the stream. So if you show up to the beginning of the stream, you'll get the plan before I write it at the end, right? So yeah, that's the plan. All right, guys, take care, and hopefully catch you very, very soon. Enjoy your weekend. See you in the group. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully see you soon, and peace.